One of the cars that I am most looking forward to seeing at this event, a very, very important car. This is a 1955, despite what it says here, 56 Fireflight. This is a 1955 Chrysler 300, the very first one ever to come off the assembly line. This is a race car, was raced by Vicky Wood at Daytona Speed Weeks in 1955. So this car has a lot of historical significance for many reasons, John.
You know, let me take a moment, just go back in history a little bit. The significance of this car in the hierarchy of automotive history, especially for us in the U.S. We go back to 1932 with the first Ford V8 significant car. Jump all the way to 1949. Considered to be the first kind of American performance car post-World War II. The 1949 Oldsmobile Rocket 88, 303 cubic inches. But it's not till you get into that crazy 1950s era with high performance, big engines, flashy colors, that Chrysler really reset the bar in 1955 with the Chrysler 300. Great sellers on the street, a high performance street car, but we've got a very important car here that had massive success on the racetrack, and we're going to reveal it right now. Mike, fill us in on what the story of this car is.
This car was VIN number 1, 55 Chrysler 300. This car went to Daytona Speed Weeks with two different drivers driving it in the Flying Mile. It finished second and third, only to lose to VIN number 2 Chrysler 300. Then when we go to the main event on Sunday, Lee Petty, who showed up with his 55 Imperial, was upset that he didn't have the speed of the first factory 300 horsepower production engine. So they took the sheet metal and all the appurtenant 300 pieces off of this car, put it on Lee Petty's car, who then ran second in the 1955 Daytona 500 to Tim Flock, who won the race driving serial number 2 1955 Chrysler 300. So this car was only beat by its sister car. They only built 2 of these cars to go to Daytona with. At that point, the car was returned back to its stock condition and sold at San Juan Motors in Daytona Beach, Florida, to the general public.
Hold that thought for a minute. Who wants to see this car? Enough talking about it. What do you say? All right. Let's go ahead and do one of the most anticipated unveils here at MCACN 2022. The 1955 Chrysler 300 race car. David Akeem, Dodge Garage, is going to help us with a little bit more of maybe what makes this car so important in the Mopar world.
We owe so much to this car. The mantra of win on Sunday, sell on Monday came out of this car. Years later, the development of the 413 and 426 Max Wedge came out of this car. The 426 Race Hemi, Street Hemi, basically came out from the exploits of this car. The wing cars and the numerous super stock package cars can trace their DNA to this car. So we owe this car a lot for the hobby and the industry. Thank you for coming.
All right, so there we have it, folks. The 1955 Chrysler 300, serial number 0001.
I've just been told we've got a very special presentation. Dave Wise with McCacken, one of the judges, Herb McCandless. You guys have a presentation here. Dave, why don't you come over here in between me so I can get the mic to you and tell me what this is.
So this is the Celebrity Choice Pick, and this is a beautiful car. You know, I've known Herb for years. I know the family. This is a 1,000-point awarded car today, and it's just exceptional. Wow. So I let the cat out of the bag how he scored.
Yes.
Did you guys hear that? A 1,000-point car. An absolutely perfect score. There it is. And I've got to get a word with Herb. Herb, come on over here. Herb McCandless. Your son now owns this car, restored by Whitehall Restoration. What are your thoughts? You told me earlier the dashboard is like jewelry, but tell me a little bit from your perspective about this car.
Well, this is the car that started the whole Chrysler performance era. And Michael found the car. My son, he's got the flu this weekend. He can't be here, and that made him sicker because he couldn't be here. But when you look over this car, once they open the hood and you see it, there's nothing else like it. These Whitehall people, I saw it last night for the first time, and like I was telling him, when you look at the dashboard, it looks like a piece of jewelry. And under the hood, everything about the car is perfect. I promise you it didn't look this good when it came off the assembly line.
All right, Herbie, thanks very much. JK, anything else? Okay, Herb McCandless Jr. with another comment here.
Ladies and gentlemen, a guy that works for Mike, who you guys have never seen him, you wouldn't know him if he walked up here tonight. I talked to him last night for a couple of hours about the history here. He had over 1,000 hours of research, which you're going to see on these storyboards when we raise them up. So Seth Meredith, thank you. Also, Josh Ackerman, the previous owner. So these guys deserve a lot of credit, and you're going to see when we raise these storyboards the amount of history that these guys were able to dig up on this car.
Thank you, guys. One more thing. Okay.
All right, one final thought. Hey, Mopar fans, we talked about how important this car was launching the reputation that Mopar, Chrysler Corporation, Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth have, even relevant today. Don't go anywhere. The next reveal is right behind me here, and I'll give you a little hint. 426 wedge. Stick around. And thanks so much, everybody. We really appreciate your attendance at MCACN this year.
Let me say one other thing here that happened last night. This car had been sitting here all day yesterday, and the Whitehall people got in it last night, touched the key, cranked it up, and drove it all the way over here. It runs perfect. It started right up. There was no starting fluid or none of that mess. This thing is absolutely awesome.
We're not doing this one. We'll put that one up when they get up. Get cameras. Yeah, I would say let's do it now if you want to do it.
We need to move these.
Not yet, because I want to make sure I get you guys in the shot. I need in the back of the car, and the McCandless people I need in the front. Okay? Alright. Hey, Herb. Grab the door here. Scott, you want to be in this? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's all right. Boss, how you doing? I'm well set.
Don't you run off. Don't you run off.
Yeah. Right here, Herb. That's good. Rick Jr. John, I'm going to have to get you, Scott. Courtney, come around there. Come around to the back. Hey, Herb. What's up? Right here. All right. I'm shooting from over here. You're my anchor man. Don't move. Herb Jr. John, I'm going to put you in front of Courtney. Scott, you're in the back. All right, come on up here, John. Courtney, you okay? You look a little claustrophobic back there. That's good. Whitehall guys. Come on over here. I want to make sure you can see the grill. So you get lined up right here. You're the best. I think it is. Ma'am, up here. Yeah. Larry, right here. I know you. I don't know what people. I don't think people know to expect. All right. Guys, we're going to have to move back. I will hold this and we can all get pictures, but we got to move back. So come on back.
Come on back. Come on back.
Why he makes the big bucks.
That's right. Come on. Come on. Boss, you're back. Sorry, Al. Come on back, Al. You gotta go back, back, back. I'll let y'all get the shot, but you gotta go back. All right. Okay. I'm gonna be right here. Okay. And I will point to where we're getting the photo from. Get your cameras ready. We're gonna start right here. All right. We're up here. Up here. Up here. Over here, guys. Right here. Now here. You good? One more over, right there.
Okay, let's keep going. Right here.
All right, here we go.
VIN plate is right down here.